Moga, did you hear the latest? Rumors.
My, losing their memories, you say? Just forgetting everything? Whatever are you talking about? Have you not eaten today?
Did you hear of that elusive book everyone's been crazed over? Some secret handbook to success. Belonged to the old headmaster. Just a quick read, and you're supposedly all set for the state examination. Or so they say. Everyone's been dying to get their hands on it. But here's the kicker. Those who've actually seen it, they came back as fools, forgetting everything they've ever learned.
Well now, what would make a feller with book smarts turn into a fool? Y'all sure they ain't faking it to cover their shame of failing the exam?
Mr. Dulce, such talk is unbecoming. Aren't you aware of the weight the state examination holds for our people? With enough diligence, anyone can succeed. It's a true ladder of prosperity, even without any prior connections. Even those not all that fortunate scrape together all they have so their loved ones get a chance at taking the exam. It's a whole family affair.
Oh, Moga, don't get teary-eyed, my dear. Her brother has been slaving away for that exam for the past 9 years.
Oh, shoot. I reckon I done shoved my foot in my mouth on that one. Sorry, Moga. How can I make it up to you?
Really? I'll trust you on this. Please, make sure that those who are genuinely working hard don't get tangled up in this mess.
Don't y'all worry none. We got this situation wrapped up. You ladies just sit tight and let loose a bit. Now, that secret handbook, where was it exactly that you heard about it?
They spoke of it near Yukjo Street, right in front of Gyeongbokgung. Unfortunately, they wouldn't share any more details with me.
bothered if the prince is the real crown prince or not. Why? Why did our Paltuk have to lose his memories? It's just not fair.
My, the whole world is gonna wash away at this rate. Hey, calm down a bit. I'll listen to you.
Oh, my poor Balto. He's just gone and lost his senses. He knows not a thing. Not one blessed thing.
Well, that just won't do now, will it, Traveler? Let's get you settled down first, maybe with a sip of cold water or whatever works its magic.
My son! What's this? And why are you suddenly handing it to me? It's not poisoned, is it?
It's just a little something to ease your nerves. There you go. Take a good old swig. There. Now, ain't that better?
Oh, thank you, travelers. Bless your kind souls. It feels like the heavens cursed my poor boy, taking his memory in anger. People like us, we should be sticking to our work, digging in the dirt. Pursuing some wild dream of becoming an official isn't meant for folks like us. But bless his heart, my boy's been studying day and night, trying his best to ease the burden on his poor old mother. One day, out of nowhere, he comes to me asking for some money. Says he needs it to buy a guide, some kind of handbook, he says. Now, my boy usually doesn't need such things, so I thought he just wanted to buy some makgeolli and have a drink with his pals. He left, saying he'd be back soon. But when he did, he didn't remember a thing. Not even who he was. All day long, he just kept saying it was finally over. And that from now on, he'd just take care of his dear old mother.
Oh, my stars, you sure have been through the ringer, haven't you? But don't you fret none. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Traveler, there's something fishy going on. Let's shuffle over to Yukjo Street and poke around a bit more, see what we find.
Get your hands on the ultimate exam handbook right here! Looking to pass with flying colors? Grab our handbook on all the basics!
Ha! What nonsense! we've got a special exam handbook right here. Ain't none other like it.
Ours look just the same as your so-called special ones. Don't tell me you are buying into that nonsense. Come on. What's better than mastering the basics? That special nonsense is just a fancy gimmick to lighten your purse.
Legendary special handbook you've been hearing whispers about. You there, all lost and don't look so shocked now.
What? Steps? The handbook? Does it come with its own pair of legs?
Hey, you, clueless oaf. What makes you think you can shove your nose in? Do you even know what transcription is? When I say 3 steps, I mean the original manuscripts only being copied a mere 3 times. Know what that means? It means fewer mistakes, no room for any errors. So, what does that mean for you? It's practically the same as the original.
It's been a good spell since I laid eyes on a handbook. I ain't never come across one quite this peculiar before.
Oh, don't tell me you've fallen for those ridiculous rumors, too. Oh, well, would you look at that? It's about time I close up shop for the day. You know that's just nonsense from folks who couldn't pass the state exam. Really? You're here asking about that? Can't you connect the dots? Just think for a moment. Do you really believe that reading a book can make you lose your memory? What a pathetic excuse.
Right? Books are supposed to sharpen your noggin, so why would taking a peek at one make these folks lose their marbles?
Not everything's free around here, you know. This ain't the Royal Library. You gotta pay for it. Same as everyone else. You'll be asking me to sit the exam for you next. If you're just gonna stand there like a book collecting dust, move along. Oh, where are my manners? Sorry for not recognizing such an esteemed customer. But I'll be honest, this won't cover the cost of the book. But maybe I can clue you in on some insider trends. Stuff nobody else knows about the exam. Ah, you were curious about those rumors, weren't you? Well, where should I begin? Right. You know the Minister of Administration's boys. Rascals always causing problems. You wouldn't believe it if I said they aced the state exams. Rumor mill's been spinning like crazy. People jabbering on about shady dealings, swapping papers, fake answers, all that nonsense. But guess what? Not a shred of proof. They say those boys owe it all to this here handbook. How could they possibly cheat with so many eyes watching? That doesn't make sense from the start, really. Then talk was non-stop about buying a special handbook, heading to a secret site to cram, and acing the exam just like that. It's been pure chaos. Everywhere I look, people buying and flipping all sorts of handbooks.
Now that you bring it up, I do recall hearing some tall tales of this handbook. But come on now, ain't all that just a bunch of hogwash? It's not like you can just memorize the handbook and pass. The state ain't that easy to hoodwink. But hang on a sec. You say you gotta head off to some secret site to be studying. Seriously? So whereabouts is that?
How would I know, eh? I'm just a humble bookseller, not some fancy geomancer living off the land. If you're so curious, why don't you buy it and find out for yourself? Everything you need is right here in my special manuscript of the handbook.
That handbook you got there, it ain't no cheap find. Are you sure this is the real deal?
Sure. All the lords buy this handbook for their sons. Those cheap ones, they're for the common man.
These days you see all kinds of funny business. Thought Sung Kyung Hwan Academy was the only one printing up handbooks. I think we've squeezed out all the answers we can here. How about we head on and start hunting for that manuscript?
My boys come back, acting all foolish. Chasing after riches and fame. But for what? Come over and take a look at him. He's been rambling about the same nonsense all day long.
Blue is angry. Go, 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 go. Blue is furious.
Just look at him. How's he ever gonna find a wife like this? How is he gonna end up when I'm gone?
Huh? Blue is furious. Gogu Gogu? What does all that gibberish mean? Why did this old brain of mine piece this together sooner? Pt.2 must have took a visit to that there sacred site we heard about, right? Well, if that's true, reckon he moseyed on over to the tavern for a bowl of goop before hitting the road. Somebody there must have laid eyes on him. That's it. If we ask one of the aunties, they might just spill where Pt.2 headed off to.
Please, can you do something? Anything? My poor Pt.2's gone and lost his wits completely.
Looks like we might be on the path to some answers. You hang tight and take care of your son a bit longer. Alrighty, traveler. Let's saddle up and follow them clues. So, you really stopped by the tavern, huh? Well, reckon that makes sense. After a long day of studying, a bowl of makgeolli would sure hit the spot. But with all them folks coming and going at the tavern, finding the next clue's gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Hold on. I hear a voice that's right familiar. If that ain't Che Jin-yong, the Minister of Administration, who might that be with him? That bookseller did say Che's young'uns just up and aced that state exam, if my memory ain't playing tricks on me. We just so happened to bump into him while searching for that handbook. Don't that make you jingle-jangle with suspicion? But, damn, he sure went and pulled out all the stops, didn't he? Brought along a whole lot of escorts, too? Ain't no use in stirring up a hornet's nest, so how about we sneak in all quiet and lend an ear to what's going on?
Hey! You there! More makgeolli! Now! Can't you tell? I'm in a damn fine mood tonight. A new world is on the horizon for us. A world where tears are no more, and sorrow is but a memory. I'll meet with the Blue-clad youth and share everything. Lord Jin-yong, I'm counting on you this time. Did I ever tell you about the last time I ran into the Blue-clad youth?
Young, is that you? How has one so young happened upon me?
The blue-clad youth! Give me strength. Ensure that we ordinary people aren't trampled upon. Even those from the lower class deserve to be heard.
Indeed, the whispers of the weak should be known. You shall learn only what is honorable, and you shall share your righteous knowledge to all.
You know, I had quite a tough time as a kid. So, you better believe I'm really counting on you.
Oh, young master. Do you really have any doubts? The handbook will soon find its way to Godu Village, fetching quite a handsome price, too. And just think, more of the common folk will benefit from your grace. Isn't that so?
We all had our doubts about how they were passing them exams, and now they're fixing to spread that handbook over to Godu Village? We best hightail it back the way we came. Don't want to be drawing any unwanted eyes now, do we? I'll lead the way. Traveler, you stick close to me, and try not to make a peep.
Exam handbook. Grab this baby, start reading, and you'll be the top scholar in no time.
What lies? How many poor souls have been deceived into purchasing that exorbitant handbook only to be made into fools?
That's right. Care to tempt fate with my fist? Do you genuinely believe we're that gullible? Away with you!
Oh, now hold up. Don't be shooing me away like some pest. This here handbook is the cream of the crop.
Howdy there. Selling handbooks, are you? Mind if I take a gander at one? Gotta make sure it's the real deal and not just some hogwash, you know? So, can we get to reading it or what? Don't tell me you done forgot. Come on, hand it over.
Yeah, show it to us now. Come on, why is it taking so long to show us the one and only handbook, huh? Got something to hide? Afraid we'll be rendered fools?
Listen, you lot of cheapskates. If I start giving out the book for free, how on earth am I gonna keep food on the table? That ain't even close to what this handbook is worth. All right, fine. I'll let you have a quick look for that price. Hey, easy there. If you mess it up, I can't sell it, all right?
Oh, well, looky here. You sure got that right. Hey there, traveler. When did you pick up all this so quick like? Learning Hangul is smoother than a Kepi's belly. Reading and writing ain't no big deal, but seems like you got it all figured out without so much as a lick of training. You sure are something special, traveler.
Well, come on then. What's inside? We're absolutely desperate to find out.
All right, let me see here. Huh? The last place in Dalbol to greet the morning sun? The cornerstone? If a tiger is drunk and cannot do its job, what is the most corrupt thing? Person? If you walk upon Yuanru's sparrow path, he shall reach enlightenment? What in Dokkaebi does this mean? This here is the state exam handbook? Well, shoot, how could anyone pass thanks to this mess?
You're telling me the questions for the state exam aren't in there? This is outrageous! This bookstore deserves to be burned to the ground!
Burned? Now, y'all simmer down. That won't change nothing. Now, why is this guy here saying this is an exam guidebook and trying to hawk it?
I know nothing! I know nothing! Even if I did, the moment I open my mouth, they'll kill me!
Huh? More scared of some guys that ain't even here than the folks standing right in front of you? Well, now, let me tell you about our traveler here. They went and took down both Duokshini and the Gumiho.
Oh, no, I swear, I really don't know a thing about it. I just happened to overhear a little something when I was at Yunu. That's all. Seems like everyone's on the hunt for that legendary handbook these days, so I thought, why not make a bit of silver off of it?
Yuanru, you say? You heard tell of this at Yuanru? Everyone knows that place is chock full of highfalutin lords. You just gonna throw out the culprit is among them and slip away like a mudfish? Give me some real answers.
Oh dear, I honestly haven't a clue! I really don't know! Even if the sky were to split right in two, on my word, I don't know a thing!
Why is Yuanru getting dragged into the mix all of a sudden? Folks are coming and going from there like bees to a honeypot. Looks like we're back to square one. Thought we'd caught ourselves something. What do you reckon we do next, traveler? I reckon that's a mighty fine guess. He's always on the hunt for some good arts and excitement. Now let me tell you, there's a downright gorgeous garden at Yuanru. Thing is, only those with fat wallets get to set foot in there. Word is, he's in and out of that place more than his own home. Mighty suspicious, if you ask me. If I remember what I read about all that chirping and sparrows, I'd bet my best shoes it could only be there.
traveler. What brings you to the private garden? I hear that you've been quite busy taken by those rumors.
Even our traveler needs to have a little fun every now and then, you know? Ain't no harm in letting loose a bit.
Have you made a reservation? The Minister of Administration has claimed the only space for the day.
Well, they say timing's everything. Miss, would you be so kind as to let us mosey around the grounds for a spell?
Coming this far is quite enough. I'll overlook it for now. Come any further, and I'll have to summon the guards.
Oh, shoot. Today might be our only opportunity, you know? Missy, any chance you could cut us some slack just this once?
Do you believe our performances are costly merely because of our girls' outstanding talents? Not a single word escapes beyond these doors. Not one. Even how could I ever trust a customer to honor their word while they're disregarding our rules? I simply couldn't.
Miss, we're talking folks' lives hanging in the balance. Ain't that the truth? She might have been a bit money hungry, but she was as loyal as they come.
Oh, Sungyum. How do you know her? Where did you have the pleasure of meeting?
When the traveler was busy saving Donghae province, Sungyum was right there, helping us on our way.
must be cautious. For if caught, I would surely be expelled from Yunru. But if you truly are acquainted with Sungyum... Very well. You must heed my words and listen to me carefully. Understood? Should you be caught. You have never met me, and not a single word about Sungyum either.
Now, you don't gotta fret none. Our lips are sealed tighter than a Jangtok lip.
Stop right there! Stop right there!
A distinguished Gisang of Yunru, no doubt. I heard they elevated you to first class. Very well. That's enough of this. Off you go now. Master, what did you think of Hani's performance? Doesn't she exude an air of divine grace?
Impressive. Her reputation precedes her. So, I hear our young master has been visiting you of late.
Ah, the young master, you say? There's no need for concern. We've got things well in hand.
Fine. Keep your secrets. He may think it rather deceptive.
Deceptive, you say? The legitimacy of the royal family is teetering on the edge of collapse. Sure, things are dragging a bit, but rest assured we're on the right path. A brief detour hardly makes it deceptive.
I understand your feelings better than anyone. Your loyalty to our land is crystal clear. We must no one should ever turn to the Yoge again. They must learn their lesson.
Of course. Just as the manuscript decrees, one must walk upon the sparrow's path to reach enlightenment.
It should be enough to serve as a warning. The time has come to plan our next mission. The people must not chase the powers of the Yoge. They must build the nation with their own strength.
Did he say sparrow? Ain't that written in that handbook? Was Che the mastermind behind all this? And about folks depending on the Yoge. What kind of lesson do these guys want to teach them?
Shh, keep your voice down. If we're not careful, someone might hear us.
Who's there? I distinctly remember instructing everyone to leave.
Yes, my lord. Forgive me. I was simply readying the refreshments. I'll bring them to you shortly.
Well, shucks. I done goofed up there.
Impressive. Her reputation precedes...
Phew. Thought I was about to meet my maker for a sec. Now, what do you... Ain't nothing special about sparrows. They ain't no mythical critters. Those little fellas are as common as goop bob at a tavern. Oh, now, Ches, the fella who done put the handbook together, reckon there's some mighty peculiar riddles in it. Oh, a sparrow. You know, something ain't right. Why is it sitting like that? Maybe it really does mean we ought to just follow a sparrow? I reckon we ain't got nothing to lose. Well, looks like the sparrow's trail cuts off right about here. What do you reckon? Should we hunker down and lay low for a spell? On our way here, I spotted some sacks of grain from them trees, but I ain't seen hide nor hair of any birds around these parts. Reckon the rascal behind all this is gonna show up to fill them sacks? Looks like someone's coming from over there. Get ready now. Sly like a wolf, but ready to pounce like a tiger. Are these sacks of rice seeds? Them fellas must be the ones gone and hung these on the trees. What is that sharp smell hanging in the air? Gunpowder? Now why would there be gunpowder with them? What could they be planning to do with this here concoction? Hold on. That thing over there is looking mighty suspicious.
Hello, Mr. Kim. Have you come to wipe away all those memories? The sad, the scary, all of it?
Well, I'll be. That right there's gotta be a forget Gabby. Is it you causing all these folks to be forgetting things?
No, it wasn't me. I freeze up and forget when I'm scared. I'm confused. So scary.
You're looking more frazzled than a chicken in a cooking pot. Traveler, reckon you can help it get back to its senses? Them Gabby go rabid for buckwheat jelly, don't they? Why don't you try giving them some? Might just perk them right up.
Oh, delicious! Thanks to you, I didn't forget. It just came flooding back. Are you wondering about who's making Mr. Kim's forget? Why, it's the Blue-clad youth, of course. Hey, Mr. Kim, if you get sucked into that Gogugi entrance over there, do be careful, Mr. Kim. Forgot. Wait, this is getting spooky. Forget. I must forget quickly.
Gogugi entrance? So that's the Gogu. Come on now, spill the beans properly now, will you? Keep this up and I'll dunk you in red beans quicker than a rock on a log. Think we'll just keep serving you buckwheat jelly, huh?
All right, I'll tell you. Gogugi Cave is right down below. But are you really gonna go into Gogugi Cave? You must be careful, Mr. Kim. Forgot.
Heard there's some kind of blue something in there, right? A boy, a youth? Poutuk was hollering Gogu and blue and all that. Something's going on in there for sure. Let's hustle on over and check it out. Oh, man. Why does the cave entrance look like that? It's like walking into the mouth of a big old monster, don't you think?
How does one bear the burden of losing both family and country?
Young, is that you?
What the? Who the heck are you? And where'd you swoop in from?
Just another one passing.
You done gave me a fright. Are you that? I can't rightly tell if you're a ghost or a regular old human with this here spooky atmosphere. So what do we do now?
Another fool seeking answers. Are you unaware of the abyss that lies at the end? You shall face the consequences for daring to step into my garden. Try as you might to solve my riddles, for you will not find the answers in that handbook. First question. What silent law must both day and night heed?
Day and night just flow together now, don't they? What do you mean they gotta follow some kind of law?
You do not know? Very well. Next question.
Well, you ain't got a clue either. If I can't get it right, reckon that brat will surely let me know.
Indeed. To lack knowledge is no disgrace. What a curious soul you are. Let us continue. In the face of the oncoming gale, I stride forth, and yet the departing wind treads upon me.
Are you done yammering? So when are you gonna ask the question? Get to it already.
How curious you are. Never has one dared show such shameless ignorance as yourself. If you fail my final question, your memories belong to me.
All right, you want to take... What? Wait, you're the one who's been turning these good folks into a bunch of airheads?
I am the lone figure treading by the river. Yet another me treads above the water.
Listen here, kid. Why don't you quit beating around the bush and say something that makes a lick of sense?
Enough. Who are you, anyway? Did you happen upon a handbook to feign your way into power and find yourself here? Claiming to know nothing from beginning to end, your brazen ignorance is astounding. What a bunch of peculiar characters. No. Rather, a painting begins with but a blank canvas and some ink. Not knowing is the seed of wisdom. Unlike the rest who come here, you stand apart. This meeting has been extraordinary.
So you ain't gonna take our memories? You had me so jittery I couldn't think straight if I tried. How about from now on you leave folks' memories be? Everybody's just trying to make a living.
Who dares think wisdom can be bought? Wielded for their own selfish gains. You wish me to turn a blind eye to such folly? Ha! Filthy creatures with steps so foul. How could I ever ignore such a stain upon this land? Traveler, you reveal yourself as one of them. Those stains attempt to lead the virtuous ones like you astray. Those who sully the noble-hearted. They quash the spirit of those who truly wish to serve this land with honor.
Well, I do try to serve with honor, even though I'm in exile right now. But, you really think it's right to turn everyone into a fool? Do you really think it's okay to crush the hopes of those who come here and snatch away their memories like that?
A single weed taints the entire garden. Blind are you to the truth that stands before you. Luck eludes you, and fate frowns. It seems I must take away your memories as well. You would go to any lengths for those who might lose their memories, would you not? One thriving weed can ruin an entire garden. Persistent and stubborn as weeds, I shall eradicate every trace of you! Now, time to confront your ignorance. Are you prepared to embrace your fate? Will you chase Reed? Only dedication is the answer. Impressive. Now face your next trial. You have flourished in enlightenment. You have passed. Impressive. Your mind is untainted, a rare gem indeed. I shall reveal the fragility of your spirit. Can you discern the right from the wrong? Impressive. Now, face your next trial. So, can you balance the scales of day and night? You have flourished in enlightenment. You have passed. Yum. Where did you go?
We nearly lost our memories, too. That was a close shave. You can tell just by looking at him. That boy ain't right. And seeing as how the Centipede's master was hanging around Yuanru, well, it all seems like their handiwork. Zhang Hyunguang made the handbook, and the minister's been mass-producing and spreading them around. That's what that forget-Gebby fella earlier? Maybe he's in cahoots with the Blue Kid. We ought to track him down again. Let's go.
I've still got a bite of buckwheat jelly left. The youth was always such a kind soul, but he seems to have gotten really mad lately. When Mr. Kim's first started visiting, he'd never take their memories, not at all. He'd ask them a question, and if he liked their answer, he'd bestow wisdom on them. But more and more, Mr. Kim's began showing up, and they all started giving the same answers, almost like they were sharing secrets together. So one day, the Blue-clad youth decided to take action and gave the visiting Mr. Kim's a severe scolding.
All the same answer. How insolent. Stooping to such sinfulness to snatch up my wisdom.
Master, please! I only wanted to escape poverty. I just wanted to gain some knowledge and a chance of passing the state exams. I gathered everything we had and bought a handbook from the market.
Condensing sacred enlightenment into a mere handbook. And you sought wisdom for fame and fortune. Abandoning reason, embracing greed. I shall take all your memories, so none shall seek me again.
Blue is angry. Blue.
Well now, is that how the Aqua crumbled? So he was just trying to do some good at the start then, huh?
That's right, Mr. Kim. He got quite flustered when all the other Mr. Kims arrived and kept giving the same tired responses.
So, in a nutshell, it's a whole mess with a bunch of bad guys all tangled up in there, ain't it? He figured out the riddle and got himself a heap of wisdom in return. Then he went ahead and shared it with his buddy, Lord Chejin-yong. Then his troublemaking kids went and got themselves some smarts, and wouldn't you know it, they passed them state exams just fine. Chejin-yong, he saw how profitable all this could be, so he decided to make a handbook to rake in a bit of cash. Now, them dang centipedes who ain't fond of the yoga, they seen these folks reaping the benefits from the blue-clad youth's powers. So, to get under his skin, they churned out hundreds of them handbook manuscripts and spread them far and wide. Folks kept coming round, spouting off the same old answers, and it got him madder than a wet hen. He struck back by snatching away their memories. Seems like things have been going just peachy for the centipedes. Now, I can't help but wonder, what was that gunpowder we saw earlier for? It's all making sense now. So when they said to study at the sacred site, they really meant to track down that blue-clad youth. But you know, all them rumors are saying that if you head to that sacred site, you'll come back dumber than a bag of hammers with no memories. And if nobody comes looking, they can wipe clean any trace of the sneaky shenanigans the minister's boys used to pass their exams. Now I reckon I got it. Clear as a bell. We gotta stop more innocent folks from getting mixed up in this mess. What should we do? Even though he just booted us out, maybe we can mosey on back and try to sweet-talk him into playing fair.
Oh, no! The blue-clad youth is fuming mad. He might just explode out of the Gogogi cave. He's gonna find all those who took his wisdom, and he's gonna kill them all. So very frightening.
Y'all really reckon we ought to just shut off the entrance like that? Seems a bit harsh. He used to be a good kid, didn't he?
Ah, yes, that's right. He was always such a good kid. We can't forget that. So what should our plan be now, Mr. Kim?
If the handbooks are spread all over, how are we planning to get rid of them all? Oh, I know. We should whip up our own fake handbook. I know a thing or two about writing, and I'm sure we can pull it off. question is, how are we gonna deal with the original handbook? Forget Kevin. Any ideas?
Oh, Mr. Kim, what's got you all worked up? Just scatter them around the road. Folks are sure to scoop them up.
Are you really sure that plan will do the trick? I've been cogitating so much lately, my brain's rung out. Ah, fiddlesticks. Ain't no doubt about it. You just get to work on them handbooks and... Wait, y'all hear that?
Mr. Kim, look over there. Look at all those Mr. Kims. They're flocking in by the dozens.
Oh, I am absolutely exhausted. Why is this sacred site nestled in such a remote, mountainous location?
Hang in there. Remember, we pulled every last coin we had just to purchase the second-class handbook.
That's right. All we need to do is conquer these state exams, and then we can devote ourselves to supporting our families.
Oh, do you see over there? There are people. Oh, do you reckon they've snatched up all the prime spots?
Oh, my stars. Mr. Kim, wait, what am I saying? Traveler, you best scoot over and stop them folks from going on in.
Mr. Kim, while you were up in La La Land in the blink of an eye, everything went awry.
Oh, gosh, what am I gonna do? I went and dropped my first-class handbook on the way up here. Now, where in Mama Dulce's name might it be? I don't know if I'll ever lay eyes on it again.
Did you just say first class? A first-class handbook? Am I hearing that right?
Securing a first-class handbook means you'd pass with flying colors? Just finding it would change your destiny.
Here it is!
The owner is standing right there, watching us. Shouldn't we, perhaps, return it to them?
My life's on the line here. I need a comeback, but... well, I suppose.
Well, that's all right. I got me a spare handbook right here. just crossing my fingers some kind soul finds the first one and benefits from it. Gosh.
Look at all this. All this stuff just lying around. Seems like there's no owner.
Mr. Kim, did you see that? Those Mr. Kims were so kind. They were really pondering if they should take it or not.
Look at this. It says we don't need to memorize anything. Must imitate a fool?
Convince yourself you're a genuine fool? Only a real fool can pass the state exams,
I haven't learned much from this anyway. This is beneath me. I shall go ahead first and proceed onwards.
Mr. Kim, play the fool. Is that what you jotted down in your handbook?
If they keep carrying on like me, I think the blue-clad youth might just... Wait, Traveler, now just what are you saying? Are you yanking my chain, calling me a fool? Shoot, you'd probably be sitting here looking like a bump on a log if it weren't for me.
Calm yourself, Mr. Kim. If he truly had been a fool, the blue-clad youth would have snatched your memories away. What became of the Mr. Kim who went in earlier? I'm so curious. Let's follow him quickly. What became... him, right? He's back out already? What could have happened?
Back already? Have you completed your studies? How was it? Does your mind feel any clearer now?
Some audacious child clad in blue dared to approach me with a riddle. I provided the answer precisely as outlined in the handbook, of course. But he had the cheek to tell me to get lost and stop being a nuisance? Bah! I could tell just by looking at him that he was younger than me.
What? I risked going loopy by coming here. And now you're telling me it's just some kid playing pranks?
Then what's all that nonsense about extra special first-class handbooks? We've been fooled by those booksellers!
But what's to become of the child in there? If he's toying with us adults, shouldn't he face some consequences?
Toying with adults? Such clueless kids. How dare you try to play the elder in my presence?
Ghost! Run for your life!
You can just walk out of there? I thought you were some poltergeist tied to that cave. That kid, he looked at us real mean-like before he vanished. Reckon we pissed him off something fierce.
Mr. Kim is fainted. No worries, I'll handle it. When he sees me, he won't faint again, will he? Mr. Kim...
handbooks ain't gonna be a problem for you no more. So how about we quit making folks into fools, you hear?
Well, only one group fell for your ruse so far. How can you be certain of such?
Listen, word about you's gonna spread like wildfire, and ain't nobody gonna come sniffing around here no more. Folks are spending all their hard-earned silver on a handbook just to get led here and find some young'un playing around.
I see. I've always despised those who sought to purchase wisdom with ill intent and erase their memories, but in doing so, I was oblivious to the fact that I no longer shared my wisdom. Truly, it was I who was ignorant, and I am utterly ashamed. I have learned a lesson from a fool.
You calling me a fool? Let me tell you something. Back in my heyday, folks used to say I could ace the state exam 9 times over.
Inside a cave? I suppose to you humans it does look like one. This isn't a cave. You're actually inside of my being.
What are you going on about? You trying to tell me we're sitting inside a big old whale-sized belly right this very minute?
Yes, you idiot. That's the short of it. This cave is me, and I am this cave.
Are you fixing to gobble us up? You might look all purty, but I reckon you're a ghost, ain't you?
Born a yokai with a mouth as vast as the void. Consumed all in my path, relentless and insatiable. One night, I saw a group of people hastily fleeing. As always, I tried to devour them. And as always, they ran. However, one child, fearless, walked into my maw and spoke my name. In that moment, I became human. Together, we sought wisdom, unraveled the truths of this world. One day, driven by an insatiable thirst for greater wisdom, the child departed. Since then, I wait, longing for him to make his return. Passers-by come and go. I test their wisdom, reminiscing of the child. A pleasing answer earns a reward. Fail, and punishment is dealt. I've waited for ages. But I know now. The child may never return. Henceforth, I shall meet with none. Let the rumors fade. Seekers of wisdom in death's shadow may find me, face my challenge, and accept the consequences. Thank you, traveler. You too, fool. Perhaps we shall meet again.
How could he just say his piece and then skedaddle like that? I'm mighty curious about that child he kept rambling on about. Him disappearing like the wind got me wondering even more. Anywho, at least folks ain't gonna be throwing away their silver just to end up a fool. Let's go on back to Seoul.